Piper stared at the bare wall across from her and wondered why the hell these things kept happening to her. Abducted again, less than 12 hours after arriving home. It wasn't fair. Beneath her disgust at her awful luck, fury and fear simmered. Fury at the Gaians for destroying her home, for killing Marcello and the 2 daemons in the basement. Above all, fury at Travis for killing Kindra. Fear twisted her stomach because she didn't know what was going to happen next. But she wasn't terrified. She wasn't trembling. It was hard to fear the Gaians, who had already revealed they had no plans to kill her. Her last abductor had been 1,000 times more terrible. The Gaians might be capable of murder, but Samael had turned torture and killing into an art. After capturing her, Travis and the others had taken her to their vehicle. She'd been bound and blindfolded for the 3-hour, by her best guess, drive. Still blindfolded, she'd been led into a building and dropped off inside her new accommodations, a closet. A big closet, but still a closet. Likely in a basement since they'd gone down some stairs, and the air was dank in her nose. She wasn't tied up anymore, which was nice, but she couldn't break the lock on the door or otherwise get out, which wasn't so nice. She sat with her back against the far wall, watching the door. Light leaked in from the gaps around it. She sighed. She must be jaded. Being kidnapped just didn't faze her anymore. Or maybe she was still in shock from surviving the attack on the consulate. Letting her head fall back against the wall, she twisted the leather band around her wrist, thinking about Ash and Lyre. Her hand drifted toward her pocket where Lyre's note was tucked away. What would he do when she didn't show up and he discovered the destroyed consulate? What then? The questions circled in her head, and a few hours of worrying passed before footsteps sounded in the hallway. A key slid into the lock. The handle turned. Piper squinted as the door opened, flooding the room with light. "Piper!" A silhouetted form swooped down on her. "Sweetheart, are you okay? Are you hurt?" Arms clamped around her, squeezing the breath out of her. "Mom?" she wheezed. "Of course, Piper." Mona leaned back and her vision adjusting to the light. Piper saw tears in her mom's hazel eyes. "I'm so glad you're all right. I almost fainted when they told me you were inside the consulate." She stood up and tugged on Piper's hand. "Your clothes are filthy, sweetie. Let's get you into something more comfortable." Piper followed her mom out of the closet, glancing in bemusement at the concrete walls and floor of the hall. Free from her cell already. That had been easy. A man and a woman, both clad in black like Travis, stood in the hallway, their stares suspicious. "Come along, Piper," Mona said cheerfully. "Ignore them. You aren't a prisoner." Piper's eyebrows shot up. Not a prisoner? Really?